Hello and welcome to The Spiritual View. I'm Jennifer Halliburton with the Awakened Gen Tarot, and I'm one of the hosts of The Spiritual View. The Spiritual View is a collective of spiritually gifted women who use a range of modalities to bring messages of guidance for the collective. We have a thriving community that we are growing here, and we invite you to be a part of everything that we have going on. We do 2 live sessions each week, Mondays at 10 a.m. Eastern and Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern. And then we have daily videos where we have a different reader each week, and I'm on Tuesdays. All right, so before we get started, I want us to do the invocation to call in the spirit team. So if you'll close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths with me. So breathe in. That's 1. Breathe in. That's 2. Breathe in. That's 3. I now call in my angels, archangels, ascended masters, our higher selves and guardian angels to please enter this present space and time. I call upon Archangel Michael to place a bubble of protection around us. Only beings of the highest vibration of pure love and light may enter in. So be it. All right. So for your Tuesday daily divine forecast, we have just the overall energy right now is caution to wait before we move running forward. So I know when Mars went direct, we probably all had this great big sigh of relief and we were ready just to move forward because we had felt so stuck and just kind of in our feelings for months. And I know me, I want to go. Like, so that Mars energy was extremely rough, but we just had Venus go retrograde on March 1st. And so it's telling us it's not quite time. So we've still got some more stuff to work through before we're really ready to move forward, in any of the plans that we've had. So I remember that I did, the predictions for the year, the angel message predictions for the year. And I knew this big part right here, just the beginning of the year, was not going to be a fun. It was a setup, of like what the rest of the year was going to be. So if we don't get this part right, we're going to mess up what's meant to come for us later. And so I think last week I even said that this was kind of like a planting season. And so what you're doing now is important, even if you don't see the fruition of these manifestations just yet, because it's going to come later. But this is like the time where we're putting all of the pieces in place. This is the foundation, and we need to get the foundation set solid, before we start building anything else on top of it. And so I feel like that a lot of people probably had a lot just kind of shifting, out from under them. Anything where the foundations were not solid was absolutely getting ripped out from under you, because that's kind of showing you where your rocky ground was. And it's like the house built on sand. And so we're getting our stabilization again, but we've still got some more energies that are going to be working through us before we get to that place where we're really ready to make this, transition forward. Because I do feel like that this energy, like, it's been clearing out all of this old stuff that's been holding you back from the manifestations. And so when we talk about manifestation, one of the things that you've got to do is, like, when you put your vision out there, this is what I'm trying to accomplish. But then you have to start aligning yourself to that manifestation, because most of the time, if you don't have a certain something in your life, it's because you're not at that place yet where you've aligned to it to be able to show up with you. And so, like, if there's a certain type of job that you're wanting, like, that may be your big dream job, but right now you may not be prepared enough in just what your current skill set is to be able to handle the dream job that it is that you're wanting. And so you need to be doing whatever little steps right now that helps to start shifting your alignment so that you can get to the level that you're trying to get to. And so that's what I think all of this energy has been trying to do for us, is just really clearing out, letting us see where our foundation was, kind of rocky. And then now once that's clear, we can really start building on top of this on something stable that is going to last for us. And so the angel number that I've been seeing over and over is 222 and 22, in which 22 is a master builder number. And it's saying that you do have everything that you need within you to be able to create the life that you want. And 222 is just all about alignment. So we really are getting into alignment right now, but we've got to let these energies work through us first. So I'm going to be pulling today with the Work Your Light Oracle, and I'm going to start there just to see what is it that we are hoping to see today. What were we hoping to see today? And we have deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and being held. And so, I mean, that kind of falls in with this energy, anyways. It's like, especially if Mars retrograde hit you as hard as it hit me, you do probably need some time to just kind of, like relax after all that you just went through with that. I mean, because I'm telling you, it went through me like a tornado, like maybe even a hurricane, even bigger than just a tornado. And so I just felt just this whole like swirling of energy, just, and like I realized that I was not even processing just my own energy through that. I was processing probably the collective energy around me too. And so I know that a lot of the people who watch this channel are also empathic. And so you were probably picking up on a lot of that energy too. And so it is exhausting. Now we need a time of rest, renewal, and replenishment so that we have the energy necessary to be able to, move forward and create the manifestations that we're wanting. So what is actually happening today? We have the initiation. Oh my goodness, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So, I mean, I know, like, I just remember readings like going in towards the end of the year, me saying we were right there at the cusp. Like, we were trying to get to this certain place, and we're like, we're there. We're just at the, we're just at the edge of it. We just crossed over the edge. And so now then we're at this initiation. And I have felt this energy so strong for months, for this month right here, because we've got a lot of astrology that is like destiny point astrology, and it's absolutely initiations. And so I do feel like we have a lot of initiations that are starting right now. So again, we cleared out a lot of stuff with the Mars retrograde. Now we have Venus retrograde that's going to be working on us in a completely different way. It's going to be looking at, our relationships, our resources, our finances, and just making sure that all the things that we say we value are in alignment with the place that we're saying we're wanting to be. And so we are in this great initiation right now. And so I'm going to go ahead and read that to you as well, the initiation card. Okay. Well, let me see if I can find it. The initiation. Where are you? Okay, maybe I'm not. Okay, so some of the most sacred initiation chambers and temples look scary from the outside, but are breathtakingly beautiful on the inside. This represents the journey of the soul pilgrim is required to take to reach somewhere sacred, but only the initiated can enter. Perhaps that's where you are right now. You are being tested, initiated, because you are heading somewhere sacred. Initiations require that we cross the threshold from one world or state of being to the next. We are called to face what scares us and have to be willing to lose it all in order to gain a new way of being, of safety, of security, of depth, of meaning. Initiations, like rite of passages, mark the shift from one age to the next and can take place because of emotional turmoil, great loss, grief, or devastation. But it is through the seeming hardship that our heart cracks open and our spirit is invested to step forward. We take the sacred voyage into more of who we are and who we came here to be. It can be painful and scary, but once we begin the journey, we can be more ourselves than ever before. And I am so ready for that. Just more ourselves than ever before. If you're in the middle of an initiation right now, You will get through it, and one day soon you will bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. You are going somewhere sacred. It will be worth it, and you're closer than you think. So, rite of passage, cross the threshold. And so I do feel like if you got hit as hard as I got hit with all of this energy that came in at the beginning of the year, just know it is going to be worth it. And that's what I have been told by my guides over and over and over. When I got down to just like the biggest despair that I've ever been, my guides were just like reminding me what it was all about, just keeping me looking ahead and just saying, this is what has to happen. This is the last piece. This is your graduation moment. So for all of you that's been doing the work, this is your graduation moment. We're ready to move ahead. We're ready to take on that new life that we've been working for so long. But like I said, one of the energies right now, it's like we do have this rejuvenation because we've got to get through the Venus retrograde as well. So we're just using all of this energy, not because it's happening to us, but it's literally happening for us to get us to that highest timeline that we've been trying to get to. All right, so I'm pulling the rest of the spread with the Spirit Song Tarot. And so why is this happening? In which I think, I've already answered quite a bit of that, why this is happening right now. But why is this happening? And we have the Queen of Shells. And so the Queen of Shells is that heart chakra opening. So, I think so much really has been cleared out of our heart spaces so that we can get into alignment. That's where our alignment is really coming the strongest, because the heart chakra is like, it's the connection between both the upper and lower chakras. And so if this is blocked off, your top chakras can't talk to the bottom chakras, and the bottom chakras can't talk to the top chakras. But once this one is open, that's where alignment comes. It's just, it connects you from the heavens down into the earth. And so I think that that's what this is doing. It's getting us into alignment. That's that 222 energy. And it's just making us like more heart open and heart focused and moving more in love. And when we're moving more in love, we're making decisions that are more in alignment with what it is that, is actually the desires of our hearts, that's actually meant for the people around us too. Like when you're moving in love, even when you have to make difficult decisions, you're doing it for the greatest good of all, not just for the greatest good of yourself, that you're doing it for the greatest good of all. All right, so what is our best move forward right now? We have the 5 of Acorns. And so it says challenge and growth. And so we are meant to be using this energy, not because it's meant to destroy us, but to grow from it. It has been challenging, but it didn't destroy us. It showed us what we were really made of. And so what do we not see coming about this situation? We have the Magician. So that is the ability to manifest whatever you want. You have all of the tools that you need. And so what is it that you're actually wanting to bring into this world? I think that for the majority of us, we spend a lot of time waiting for other people to tell us what it is we're supposed to do. This is your opportunity to take the driver's seat and know what it is that you're wanting to do with your future for yourself. You have everything that you need. You have the confidence, you have the power, you have the manifestation ability. And once you know so clearly, this is what I want, you get that vision so clear, that's how you start getting those little steps that help you know how to align yourself to get there. All right, so what is the potential outcome? We have the shadow. And so this says self-empowered and ambition. So the shadow is actually the devil card in this, but it's really our shadow really did get brought to light, and it's still being brought to light with this Venus retrograde too. So we worked on one side of our shadow with the Mars. What is our ambitions? What is it we're wanting to do? What are we wanting to accomplish and put into this world? But then with the Venus energy, we're looking at what do we actually value? What things do we actually value? The relationships, the resources, all of that. What type of lifestyle do we actually want? And so all of that is coming up for review for us right now so that we can see what's working, what's not working. And once, like I said, we get our vision so clear about what it is we're trying to manifest, we can see what things need to be weeded out, and brought in to help us get, to that place of alignment. All right. So Our final message I'm going to pull with the guides from the hidden realms. So, final message from Spirit about what we need to know today. We have, oh wow, death reclaims a life. So I do think that our old life really has passed away, and we've got a whole new one that's being rebirthed right now. So here's death reclaims a life. So for all cycles, for one ending, that's just another beginning. And so I think that's what we've got to keep in our head. If you've had to let go of a lot of things, and probably things you did not want to let go of, that's what I mean when we say the death energy. I mean, that hits so deep, in our hearts, about that's it's forever, it's over, it's never coming back. But in this situation, it's being replaced with something even better. And so let's see. The death reclaims a life. There are always endings in life, some expected and prepared for, others not. It's the price of existence on earth to be full, then empty, to flourish, then decay, to be born, then die. We live and love fully and freely until our bodies are no longer able to support our life force energy. Then we move on to another type of life in the invisible realms. Returning to source, our journey on earth is done. It's important to honor and bless the endings in your situation now. Let go so that you can grieve in the temporary emptiness. It's okay to feel vulnerable and sad, or even relieved and glad. Some things, situations, and relationships are not meant to last, but that doesn't diminish any of the gifts that you've shared as a result of coming together. The good news is that letting what no longer serves you die and acknowledging it is also an invitation to be reborn. Soon, what must be empty will be refilled, and the taste will be even sweeter. Surrender your resistance and accept this beautiful gift. And this is on a 66 page, and so 66 is just beautiful healing energy. And so we've got to go through the grieving process. And so if I take anything from like the message of kind of, holding up, we're not quite ready to move just yet. Just take a step back and just kind of allow yourself to process and grieve, what has left. Because I mean, like I said, I know some of this stuff we did not want to let go of. I know this for a fact. There were things that got ripped from us that we did not want to let go of. We never saw that these things were going to be taken from us. We really thought when we had this vision of where we're trying to get to, that grand, highest timeline life, we thought those things were going to get to come with us too. And it's just they weren't in alignment. And especially if it's people that you had to get rid of in this, in this transition, we have to remember that every person has free will first and foremost. So we might have wanted everybody to show up here at, this is our manifestation, this is our highest timeline we're trying to get to. We might have wanted everybody to be there with us, but they also have the free will too, because that might not be their highest timeline. Might not be where it is that they're meant to be, or even where they want to be. Some people are very happy where they're at and they don't want to have to do all of the hard work. Because I'm going to tell you, if you got really big, because if it's your highest timeline, I'm going to tell you, you're going to have to work really hard to get there. And not everybody wants to put in that kind of effort. And so we've got to be able to release, the ones that, and give them that grace to be able to make their own choices. Because if they want to align, they will align without you having to do anything. You're saying, this is where I'm going, and they're watching you go. So if they want to come with you, they're going to do the work that's necessary for them to be able to come with you. All right, so I'm going to close it out there. I know that this has been a really, really rough season. Like I said, it's been rough for me. I don't know anybody. I really do not know anybody personally who has not been touched by this energy. Everybody is dealing with it. Everybody is trying to process it. And so we do need to have just extra grace and just know, like, literally everybody's going through it. And so we've got to take some time now to collectively grieve and breathe and get ready for, this great new season that's coming for us. All right. So hopefully you found value in that. And if you did, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. You can hit the bell for notifications and it will let you know every time we post a new video. Other than that, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and I'll see you next time.